any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4. With Lindsay out of the gun. He'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Austin McGinnis for the extra point.
Go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. 7. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On second down, Love once more. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. 5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Working out of the gun. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. And McGinnis with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
8-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff looking right. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Love now. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And his throw is incomplete.
But from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hold in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Packers 7.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. His extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
21, Packers 7.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they get...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Now he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
That comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Third down, Love. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 29-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
And 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
With 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Third and long for Love. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Well, with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Love from the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point for the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Lindsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Throw it for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Love now to pass on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd and 9 now. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Made at the 21-yard line.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
This one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield. And there's another completion.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the Packers' 5-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. His way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them
in the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. From a yard out. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete
to number 20.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
2 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get Packer pressure, and down he goes.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and you have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This is caught. It's close. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before 22 there on the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when we talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, it's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And these guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw caught at about the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Alexander, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where